So I wouldn't want to compromise or bring unnecessary challenges to my marriage because I failed to overcome the yes girl mentality in pleasing others. Alrighty, welcome back to Being Sam TV. This is the Being Single Diaries. Okay, so on this series, we talk about all things singleness, single season, in hopes that it inspires you to live out your best single life. You understand? And now on some hot girl summer, no, like on some being intentional about your singleness, being intentional about the season that God has allowed you to experience, and if even for a prolonged amount of time, I would pray and hope that you live it intentionally and not be so quick to just come out of it without learning the lessons that you should learn or experiencing the experience that you should experience before marriage. Okay, so today we're talking about how to enjoy singleness. This is a very popular question, and oftentimes I hear of others who are not really enjoying their singleness, and that's fine. You know, like, again, I believe it takes perspective. I feel like I have a different perspective when it comes to singleness. I am very content in my singleness. And my contentment might be a little, I don't want to say cringy or worrisome to others, but I wouldn't want people to be in this season and be experiencing some sort of depression or feeling loneliness within the season, because again, that's why I'm on here, to just share my perspective in hopes that you'll feel proud, you know, like you would experience this season of singleness and be successful within your season of singleness. Okay, this might be a little unpopular, but how I enjoy my single season, well, for one, again, if you guys don't know, I am in law school, so I do appreciate the times where I do have breaks, or I can experience a weekend, or just an hour of the day where I can leisure read. So I try to get my work done early in the day and right after classes, just so that at night I could just leisure read. And I will share on here just some of the books that I have read, and share my opinions on it and whether or not I feel like it's a good read and one that you guys should partake in, especially books that has to do with relationships and all that. And that's a whole different video. To stay on topic, I do enjoy leisure reading. That's something that I enjoy doing. I think that this is something that we as single people should take, I'm trying to think the word, we should take advantage of. That's what I'm trying to say. We should take advantage of it because, I don't know, I think that once you are with your spouse, you have different priorities. You understand? Like, you have more responsibilities, and then obviously when kids come in, you might not have the time to leisure read. And that's why I think taking advantage of it. If you're a reader and you enjoy reading, read, you know? And I know for me, I wasn't reading like that before. And I kind of fell back in love with reading, and now, like, I'm always reading. And I mean, I guess before I would read stuff on my phone, but now if you look at my library, I have the LIBBY app. Let me tell you about the LIBBY app right quick. So the LIBBY app is an app where it gives you access to digital books, so ebooks. So if you're an ebook, you have a tablet, this is for you. And so it gives you access to free books. It's like a library. You literally need a library card to access the resources. And so it's very easy. Go to your local library, get you a library card, get the app, put in your library card number, and you have access to like millions of books. And so I haven't taken advantage of that and been reading all the books that I've wanted to read for the longest for free, because listen, it starts getting a little pricey when you are ordering books off of Apple Books. I'm a fan of Apple Books. I'm downloading and purchasing ebooks all day. I love ebooks because I can just read it on my tablet and it's very accessible to me, so that's what I enjoy doing. And so if that's you, I just put you on the LIBBY app. LIBBY, LIBBY. Attending conferences is something that I enjoy doing. I love listening to audiobooks as well. So if I'm cooking, I'm listening to audiobook. I love to listen to podcasts. So you can, again, indulge in that. I mean, it's a you world right now, okay? I also love all things self-development. So again, I'm going to read self-development books. I'm watching interviews and seminars about self-development. So that's my thing. And that might be unpopular. That might not be of interest to you, and that's totally fine. This is what I enjoy, and so this is what I do. But if you are one that's adventurous, go on adventures. Go on a road trip. You know, gather some of your good friends. If you're male, you know, your male friends, your girlfriends, whatever the case may be, go on a trip. You can even do a solo trip. You can enjoy what you like now. Okay? Also, next thing. Do what you want to do when you want to do it. You can do what you want to do when you want to do it. Do it. Okay? But also, disclaimer, if you are a believer and you are led, you know, be led by the Spirit, don't just be going to do anything you want to do now and talking about Smith told y'all to do that. No, no, no. Okay? I am not giving you permission to sin. I'm not giving you permission to be wild. I'm saying, like, within reason, if there's something that you want to do, do it. But don't allow people, friends, to hold you back. That's where I'm getting at. Like, you want to do something, do it. Don't wait like, oh, I want to go painting, but nobody wants to go. Go. Just go. It's okay. Just do it. Like, just go. I mean, I enjoy going to church. I don't wait for somebody else to want to go to church with me for me to go. I go by myself. Like, there's a conference. Nobody want to go? Bet. I'm going to go by myself. Like, I'm going to do it. Just go. You know? That's my take. Okay? That's my take. I think that we often fail to realize that we did not make a vow to anybody. The only person you would ever make a vow to is your spouse, you know? So you don't, your life is not vowed to anybody. And so you don't have to really be limited to others' ideas of you or what they might want to do, because let's be honest, some of our friends might have different interests, and that's fine. So sometimes, I mean, you can dabble in their interests, but if you're not interested in what they're interested in, that's fine. Like, you know what I mean? And don't let them suck you dry of the things that you're interested in. Do those things. Moral of the story, do what it is that you like to do. Do what you want to do within reason, all right? Don't do anything that's going to cause you to sin. Don't do that. You know, I'm not an advocate for that. You know, I'm an advocate for righteousness. Righteousness. Again, we're talking about how to enjoy singleness. I have here, do what fills you, do what brings you peace and enjoyment. And also, I think that the most important thing in enjoying your singleness is practicing the art of saying no. I call it an art because you gotta practice it sometimes, okay? I refer to myself sometimes as a recovering yes girl because for majority of my life, I was a yes girl, okay? This person needs me, yes. You want me, yes, 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 yes. I didn't know how to say no to people. And that stemmed from me seeking validation from others, you know? I wanted to feel needed, and I wanted to prove that I could be reliable and that you had a friend in me, you know? I didn't want to let anybody down. So if you needed me for this, I gotta bend my back a little bit, I would do it, you know? But I believe that in your singleness, it's important to practice the art of saying no. And the reason why I say that, because you do not just wake up and all of a sudden have some new habits, okay? So I can foresee that if you have trouble saying no now, you will have trouble saying no in your marriage. And I'm not saying no to your spouse or anything like that, but no to people, no to opportunities, no to you being pulled here, there, everywhere, because you did not establish those boundaries in your singleness, you know? And so I wouldn't want for that to create any problems or issues within my marriage because I have trouble saying no to people, and I may blur certain lines and start putting people above my husband's needs, or, you know, or just making it weird, okay? I don't want to do that. So I have been saying no a lot lately, and it's freedom in saying no sometimes. And obviously, I'm not saying, you know, God tells you to do something, you do that thing. You know, if you can do something, do it. But if you feel like you have certain priorities and you have certain things that you need to do, say no. It's okay. Like, if they love you and if they care for you, they'll be back. Like, that's not going to necessarily ruin the relationship. I've learned that. I say no and I'm like, you know, like, it's like, are you not mad? Okay, great, cool. Woo! Like, and so I've gotten comfortable with saying no, and my friends probably think I'm crazy because, girl, why are you saying no? And listen, you don't always need to have a reason. You don't need to have a reason. No, I don't want to. Like, no, for my own sanity. Like, and you don't have to offer up a reason. And I love that I'm learning this in my singleness. I'm setting boundaries for myself, and I am prioritizing things. And if it doesn't fall within, you know, the prioritization for that day, it's a no, you know? And I'm able to walk away and have peace in my soul. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not feeling a way because I just sacrificed something that needed to get done for the sake of not wanting to disappoint somebody. You know what I mean? And obviously, it's like, if somebody needs help, you know, help them if you can help them. But things that are not necessarily helping me to grow, or it's not aiding me in the direction in fulfilling my vision, it's a no, big dog. So wouldn't want to compromise or bring unnecessary challenges to my marriage because I failed to overcome the yes girl mentality in pleasing others. Because that's really what it is. It's a pleasing others idea. Like, it's like you want to please others, you want to please others. And if you have this habit now where you're a yes girl, a yes man, whatever the case may be, you just say yes to people and opportunities. And now this is a mentality of yours, it's a mindset of yours, and it's all about, the root of it is pleasing others. I think that's the problem, you know what I mean? So, and then this is just a thought, but we are never called to please people, we're called to please God. So let that be the root of of your response to others, you know? Or why you respond to others. Let God be the root of it, because at the end of the day, we want to please God. So I would want to make sure that my response is pleasing to Him. And yes, all the time is not pleasing to God. You know, let your yes be yes and your no be no. Pick a side, stick with that. Don't feel as though you have to say yes to everybody, every opportunity because you trying to please God. Like, no, there's gonna be some opportunities that come your way that's not God. It's a distraction. You know, not every good opportunity is God opportunity, right? Is a God opportunity, or the right opportunity for you, and you have to know the difference. And so I feel like being able to discern that now, and practicing, I guess, again, the art of saying no, I think is very important in my single season. And I also have, if you have trouble saying no to people which may go against God and what He might have you to do and want you to do, how do you not think your yes may go against your future spouse? Like, let's talk about that, right? Because if, you know, God had you, and I will speak for myself, because there's times where I know God wants me to do X, Y, and Z. I need to do this X, Y, Z thing. I plan that thing out. And I may get pulled in a different direction that day. And it's obviously not one that I foreseen, because obviously I got pulled. Or even something trivial, like somebody calls me and I'm on the phone for the next 5 hours of my day. And I'm a talker, so obviously, you know, I get very wrapped up in that. And now I'm just like, dang, what I was supposed to do, I can't do anymore. Because I indulged myself. I was trying to please this person by being available to them, sacrificing and be disobedient to what I told myself I was going to do. So it's like, and I have to, you know, confront God about that. You know, I have to yeah, basically be like, God, I'm sorry. So can you imagine your spouse? Like, if God, the one you should fear, you're like, okay, God, what about your spouse? So I don't want to practice that in my single season. I want to be like, God, you told me to do this, I'm gonna do it, right? Because right now I'm submitted to you and only you. So yeah. So that's what I want to share about enjoying your single season. And if you are watching and you have some more tips, you have some more ideas that you would like to share and think that is helpful, please, let's have a conversation in the comments. Drop your comments below. Let's chit chat. I'm open to just hearing about your experiences. I want to know, are you a yes girl? Are you a yes man? How has that been in your single season? Have you been practicing the art of saying no? How has that been going for you? Do you find that it will definitely aid you in relationships? I feel like that's a level of certain setting boundaries, you know? I think that as single people, we should be comfortable with setting boundaries for ourselves. So thank you guys again for tuning into the Being Single Diaries. Again, you just see me be me. Now go out there and go be you. Bye.